Well, and what's worse is even there are sitting members of the U.S. Congress who immediately tweeted, rushed to blame Israel, when, of course, we later learned that wasn't the fact. And when you look actually at those tweets from Rashida Tlaib, for example, I found the tweet that she issued against President Biden to be incredibly threatening. I mean, language that I just do not think a member of Congress should be using, threatening the president for his stance. Furthermore, these members of Congress who tweeted this disinformation out, they are directly putting American lives, American diplomats, American Marines, they are putting them in harm's way by spreading this disinformation. They should immediately delete these tweets. They should apologize for the disinformation, and they should understand that their words have consequences. There are ramifications. And if any American service members or diplomats, God forbid, are in harm's way, part of it is due to the disinformation that is being spread, not just by people in the region, not just by terrorist groups, but by some of our own members of Congress. It's highly irresponsible.
Hey, Morgan, how many billions do we give Jordan? How many billions do we give Egypt? You got to be kidding me. To break off a meeting with the president on things that was dicey to begin with and now proven that Israel has nothing to do with, and to disrespect the president like that? Are you kidding? And to not get it back on track now that the transcripts are out, more evidence is there. Forget about the street. They could go see the video. It's online. And to disrespect the president is disrespecting this country. I mean, there's got to be something you could do to take a hard line behind the scenes to let him know, I'm in the air. You cannot cancel this meeting.
Yeah, I think I feel the same passion as you do about it, Brian. It was just sort of unbelievable. I can't think of an instance where something like that happened as he's, boarding the plane, canceling a meeting. First of all, I believe it's about $3 billion in aid that we give to Jordan. It's probably at least that much for Egypt as well. And so they have no problem taking billions of dollars in military aid, economic aid, humanitarian aid from the United States. I think we should be considering that this morning. We also have to look, I think, Brian, and say to ourselves, why do these leaders feel empowered to disrespect the president of the United States in this? So, and I'm truly not trying to be political about this point, but I think that while the words that Blinken and Biden, the Secretary of State, had for Israel in the first few days of this war were strong and commendable, John Kirby said on the plane last night that they were going over to ask Israel some serious questions, or some tough questions, is how he paraphrased it. I don't know what that means, but we're already, in my mind, starting to see a slow erosion away from the support that I think that we need for Israel. Listen, we were told time and time again under Pompeo and in the Trump administration that our policies were going to cause the chaos that you're seeing on your screens this morning. We were told our policies would cause that. It never did, because people knew exactly where we stood. People would have never canceled on Mike Pompeo or President Trump in the air. And the fact that they can do so shows that they don't respect us, and more importantly, that they don't fear us. But they should at least respect and fear the American taxpayer. There should be ramifications. And if you don't start having ramifications, if you don't set up deterrence, this will escalate. This policy, the Biden administration, Brian, has this policy of no escalation around the world, of appeasement around the world. How is that working out in Ukraine with Russia? How is that working out in the Middle East? Stand up. Be strong, be tough, use the power of American might, because if you don't, things will escalate. A policy of no escalation only ensures escalation.
Morgan,